Hey everyone, Sirturmund here again, and today we're going to continue with our showcase of Purple Luffy. Yesterday we did an in-depth breakdown of this deck, so make sure to check out yesterday's video if you want to understand the card choices and the general strategy with this leader. Spoilers, right? It's all about ramping up and be able to play your big bodies here like your Luffy, Magellan, and Kaido before the opponent has enough time to actually be able to mount a comeback or react to that pressure that you can put in. So today we're gonna have just matchups against two different leaders, right? So we're gonna have 3 games against Rob Lucci, and we're gonna have 2 games against Black Yellow Luffy. So kind of just going against these black decks and just seeing how it goes, how we can pattern this deck to try to win the games there. So hope you enjoy the games coming up soon, and if you do, make sure to like it below and subscribe to us. We post One Piece videos every single day. Enjoy the games. In this match, we're going against Rob Lucci. I probably should have gone second, to be honest, but I'll take this. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna go Magellan. So I guess going first maybe ends up working out. We can go Magellan, do our stuff, etc., etc. This matchup is always tough, right? Because it's like the opponent's still able to just play so much stuff, right? So many unit values. Wow. Okay, well, that ends up working out because I can go Zoro here. And then Magellan next turn anyways. Question is, do I want to ramp up again? Do I want to ramp up again? I have to be careful how many lives I take. Taking Luffy is kind of a gamble. Like a very big gamble. Okay. What do they have here? I guess they could have a Suru into... Okay, no, it's just going to be this. So Magellan, if we ramp up again... Do we... Maybe we don't want to ramp up just yet. Maybe we just want to go double sixes. I think double sixes is okay. I'm okay just eating up 2k counters. Eating up 2k counter now ends up being really nice, in my opinion. Like there we took a 2k counter and opponent still took a life, right? They still have this Kaku, right? So they can go Kaku to get rid of this Magellan. Sorry, the Zorojuro. Which is exactly what they're gonna do. And then they're gonna go here, Kaku, boom, boom. Alright, cool. I guess we might as well just go for the Magellan Pain Train, right? So 5. So once again, we can go 6, and this time we can go 7 instead. Opponent's gonna be at 6 down now. And they cannot kill this Magellans, right? Otherwise, they're gonna go even further behind. So now the opponent's gonna go to 6 next turn, so still no Jack, still no Gecko. And then when we do another one, they still will be able to play Gecko, so sure. Next one will be at 8, so we can go 6, you know, do our stuff. They actually, yeah, there's no way you can kill that, right? Am I missing something? There's no way you can kill this. Okay. Okay, so it's just gonna be a Sabo. Alright, so they're just gonna bide their time. They're just gonna bide their time until they can get to their, I guess, Gecko turn, etc., right? They say goodbye to Jack. So 5, that leaves me with 3. So we can go 6, 7, 7. Or we can go 6, 6, and 8. I'm okay with 6, 6, and 8. That way the 8, like the opponent will have to block it. Like this is still, this is a 2k. I guess they can block and give me a 1k here. And they'll be okay. They're gonna be at 7 done next turn, so they won't be able to play Gecko just yet. Yeah, so they're gonna just do, they're gonna do what I was talking about, right? I could ramp and just go Zoro. Maybe that's the play. Maybe that's the play. Maybe we could play Magellan and Zoro here. Now that the opponent blocked with the Sabo, they had to give me... Yeah, okay. So that ended up working out perfectly. We'll go here. We probably have to grab this Usopp. The opponent's only gonna be at opponent's only gonna be at 7, so they still don't get to play their Gecko. I'm only at 2 life though. That's the risky part here. That's where I'm gonna have to be careful. We can play this Onami, I guess, as a blocker together with the Luffy, and will let me kind of cycle some cards at least. They can kill this Zorojuro if they wanted to. So I give them a target to attack into. Yeah. And then next time is where the geckos start coming in. But maybe I delayed their geckos enough that I can put enough pressure to get them. So what we're looking for now, we're looking for Kaido. So that's why I don't mind playing the Luffy into the Nami next turn, so that we can kind of cycle. So that leaves me 2 Dawn that I can use to play. So with the 2 Dawn, we can put... This is awkward. Do I have to take this? I might have to just take this. Yeah, so there you go. They killed the Zoro. Alright, so 2 Dawn left over, right, for next turn. That's the Kaido now. Okay. So, sorry, after we play this, we have 3 Dawn left over, right? So why don't we just go Sitses? Let's go Sitses. Yeah, let's go Sitses. Let's go Sitses and then go 8. I guess we can go 7 twice here. No, I still like the Sitses. Opponent has shown me so many 2Ks that I'm down to just go sit, see what the opponent does. I'm also not opposed to... I guess I could have gone Kaido, right? I think we go 8. Yeah, I think we just go like this. I think I'm feeling safe. I could have gone Kaido and KO the Sabo last turn. And maybe that would have been the play, but that would have put me like really low on Dawn, and I didn't like that. We can still go Kaido next turn, and we just ate up a lot of cards from the opponent, while also having to develop 2 bodies at once. The opponent could go Gecko into Rebecca. Rebecca expanding Lucci. But they need to have an Ice Age, right? They need to have an Ice Age. And they're only killing 1 thing with the Ice Age. No, I guess they have Helmeppo, so they can kill both. So Ice Age, and then the Helmeppo stuff. I guess at this point, honestly, it doesn't hurt to kill the Magellans. Okay, so let's say that the opponent kills my... I think we give them the 2K, 1K here. Hmm. 7 Dawn. I think we give it to Kaido. Yeah, we give it to Kaido there, right? There's nothing that the opponent has. Like, opponent realized that they had to kill me this turn. So the moment that I was able to counter out of that one, opponent only has 2 more attacks here, and they cannot win. So they could have gone 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9. I mean, if you had to go for it, I feel like you could. I guess they didn't want to go for a big value because I could just block with the Onami. So the Magellans end up being really clutch in this matchup. Like, he slowed them down so much from playing their Gecko that we just had all this value in the field and we just were able to slowly grind them out, right? So GG's. In this match, we're going against Lucci. So obviously, I want to go super aggressive, right? I want to go super aggressive. Hopefully we get the Luffy-tarou. We don't get it. We get the Zoro at least. So this is not the worst hand, I guess. Yeah, not the worst hand. I guess we can play Zorojuro next turn and just have a 4 cost value in the field. And we get the Luffy-tarou too. So we'll go here. We'll ramp up, play the Zoro. That will put me at 4, and we can easily go to 7 the turn after that. Okay. Yeah, let's grab this 2K. Opponent now knows that I have the Usohachi. They can KO this, right? But it will have to commit. Yeah, I'll give you the queen here. Next up, we're gonna just go Luffy-tarou into another Zoro. I guess I can go for the Sangoro instead. It's a higher cost a unit. Has to be Luffy, right? Has to be Luffy. Just a pill of 2 bodies before the opponent gets to their... And then we can play Magellan the turn after. So we're gonna go Luffy. Do I wanna go Sangoro or do we wanna go Zoro, right? So we're gonna go to 7, but then we're gonna go back down to 6 after the Luffy effect. But then next time we go to 8 and we can attack with Sangoro first, get the draw, and then play Magellan. Okay, yeah, I like the Luffy into Sangoro play. Sangoro being a 5 cost body requires a little bit more commitment from the opponent to actually kill it. So that's why I like it. And I will play Magellan. Yeah, so we'll go here. And yeah, because this is a 5 cost or less, right? So yeah, we'll return it down and we'll play the Sangoro. Because we'll be at 8, so we can attack with Sangoro first before we play Magellan. I do think I definitely want to play Magellan. Force the opponent to only have 7 Dawn. Because at 7 Dawn, they won't be able to play Jack plus Ice Age, right? Okay. Tempest, okay. You didn't have 10 cards. But I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah, so we go Magellan, I guess, right? Magellan is going to be 5. That leaves me with 3 Dawn. So 7 here. Then another 7 and then an 8. So the opponent could still have Jack, right? I still like the aggression. I think I like the aggression here. So the opponent goes to 7, so they cannot just play a Gecko. If they play Jack, they have no other follow-up with the Jack, right? We can play Kaido at any point to pop like a blocker and have a big body in the field. I don't have a lot of cards to defend, and I want to keep this Usohachi, right? The problem about playing Kaido is that I won't be able to probably get back to 8 for this Usohachi, so I need to be careful. This Sangoro giving me draw is pretty nice. An opponent cannot kill Magellan because then they're gonna go even lower in Dawn. So Magellan is really good specifically for this matchup because he's a unit that's gonna stick on the field. Because the opponent does not want to kill Magellan. If they kill Magellan, they're gonna be so far down in Dawn. And again, the idea here is that this makes it awkward now. If the opponent had Ice Age and Jack, they were gonna be able to KO like a Luffy, but now they can't. So ends up being pretty nice for us. They can go sit, sits. Honestly, let's just give it. Let's just do this. Let's force the opponent to find. Like, if the opponent commits one more down here, that means that they don't have Sabo. And I think they want to play Sabo. Yeah, it looks to me like the opponent wants to play Sabo here. So by defending this Usopp, we are keeping ourselves okay. I'm honestly even willing to give up. Sorry, by defending the Sangoro, I'm honestly at this point I'm also willing to give up the Usohachi. If the opponent commits like an extra down on any one of these, like the opponent wants to play Sabo this turn. They need the blocker. That's crazy. That's actually crazy, right? I mean, I get it. You want to just like get rid of my unit, but I think that's crazy. I'm gonna make it so the opponent has to kill the Bon Clay. They don't have a Rebecca, so this puts me up to 10. We can play the Zorojuro as well and have two down left over. Do I want to play Bon Clay? Like, obviously, I don't want to play Kaido right now. I don't think Kaido is necessary. I could eat up a 2k counter here. Opponent has shown me a lot of 2k counters. I like this sits. I think I do like floating the board here. I like this sits into a 7, into an 8. Yeah, see, the opponent doesn't have any 2k counters. So let's go like this. And then we go 8. And we'll play this Zoro so that we have another unit. Opponent doesn't have any rushers, so it's not like I have to worry about dying here. We have so many units that if the opponent goes Gecko, they're not getting there. And even if they play Gecko, it's not like they have the Rebecca. And then we still have this Kaido to try to finish up next turn. And we have 3 lives, so we're able to ramp up by 1 after we play this Kaido. And if the opponent plays a big body, they know they have to kill this. So they absolutely know they have to kill this Bon Clay. Yeah, so see, they have to focus on killing the Bon Clay, which is why I play the Bon Clay there, just as a way to force the opponent to actually deal with my cards. And they still don't have Rebecca in the trash, right? So they still cannot go Gecko into Rebecca, which means that I don't even have to play the Kaido. I can just play this Usopp instead. Let's stay at 2. I can go to 1. Yeah, this Usohachi being able to rest their blocker is going to give us a lot of advantage. Opponent cannot go Rebecca and Sabo, because if they do that, they're not getting the Bon Clay. They also whiff, so they literally have nothing. They really were looking for the Rebecca, right? So they didn't get the Rebecca, unfortunately. Or maybe if they had it in their hand, they didn't think about countering with her. Yeah, they wanted the Rebecca so that they could do their stuff. They're gonna have to just go Lucci. They don't have. Oh, they do have Helmeppo, right? So they can go. Okay, so we just win. So they didn't even have it in their hand. Yeah, the Rebeccas were all in the bottom. So, and again, look at that. See, they had that Tempest kick plus Jack on their 8 down turn, which is why the Magellan was so important. Getting into 7 down made it awkward so that the opponent couldn't play Jack plus Tempest kick or Jack plus Ice Age, right? So that's why I prioritized playing the Magellan. I did like that turn that we just went Luffy first and then Magellan the turn after, because it just gave us a lot more freedom to do what we needed to do. So GG's. In this match, we're going against Lucci. Opponent chose to go first. Let's mulligan this. Okay, Zoro ends up being better. Since I'm going second, I can just play Zoro on curve, right? Go like this. Opponent got a Tempest kick, let's remember that. I'm not opposed to countering this first one. Opponent goes for Brook. What if it's actually Sangoro here? We go to 5. Okay, well, maybe it's just Magellan now. I think Magellan makes more sense. Yeah, Magellan makes a lot more sense here. I'm okay giving up one Sangoro here. I don't want to take that the easy hits here. Next, so we have options, right? We can go Law, or we can go Luffy-tarou into Zorojuro. I guess I could have given up the Onami instead of the Sangoro. Maybe that would have been better. You're definitely not killing this Magellan, right? So you're not killing this Magellan, so this Magellan's going to start putting pressure into you. I mean, maybe they're one off, Okay, so they just fits their hand a little bit. They trash another. Ha. So if we're going to go Luffy-tarou, I don't think I think we go for sits here. If the opponent takes this, I'll go for the Law. If they, okay. I have to go Law, right? I have to go Law. Opponent just trash a Mori and a Lucci. I gotta make it so that their hand is more awkward. That's another Mori right there. Now we go for 7 to put even more pressure. Yeah, I like that Law there. The opponent must have another Moria for them to have trashed this one last turn. So that means they only have one Moria that they could play for. They're gonna KO this Law, I guess, right? I guess I can just block here with the Law instead of giving them a card. I mean, I'm okay with them killing Magellan. They might have just baited me, right? They might have just baited me and they don't actually plan to kill this. They just wanted to be able to get rid of my thing, right? That's okay. So, what's your game plan here, friend? The opponent's gonna be at 8 next turn, exactly 8. Yeah, so they baited me by forcing me to use a 1k when I could just block. And we knew that the bait was happening, so like I don't mind that. We'll go sits. We'll go sits again. Let's force the Rebecca blocker. Yep. And then we'll go like this. Return it down. Go here. And I guess we can grab another Luffy for now. If we don't end up playing it, we have double Gatling, right? So the opponent's gonna have to have Jack here plus a Tempest kick at the 8 Dawn. I guess they could play Gecko into Rebecca here, and the Helmeppo will get one of these low enough to KO with the Brook. But because of this Magellan, they're not at 9. Which puts us at a slight advantage, right? I really wish I had my Kaido though, because no Kaido here is going to be a little bit awkward. I don't want to take this hit though. So it feels bad countering with the Queen, because I might have used the Queen might have been really useful this game. So I guess if they have Tempest Kick, they can go ahead and kill this with a Jack. But I still listen with 3 attacks. Yeah, so Ice Age. Okay, so I guess it's going to be Ice Age into Brook. You have to still give me a blocker, I think. Okay, so I guess it's going to be Lucci then. So Lucci, that still leaves you with 2. Honestly, this expanding, right? Yeah, they grabbed it earlier, remember, right? So expanding into Lucci and they get to KO both. Yeah, they didn't need to have the Gecko for this play. Okay. It's Aqua, but I don't think I can take this damage. Yeah, because the opponent has one more attack here. I cannot play the Sanji. I cannot play the Sanji out of the Luffy-tarou. Oh, this is awkward. Because I'm one down off. So I guess keeping this Franosuke might have been better. And countering the second hit. So, what is the game plan then? The opponent can actually kill this next time. So we're gonna go 7. And if I go 6, it's like we're not doing much. I guess we'll go 7. Maybe we just play this Sanji straight out. Yeah, we're gonna have to just play the Sanji straight up. And just keep the Luffy-tarous. Like, the problem is that the opponent's still at 2 life, right? Yeah, they just get to do their thing here and then they can just attack. I mean, if they decide to not go for any blockers here, I guess they still get to survive. They have 2 7s here. I would need to get Kaido. I would need to get the Kaido for me to have a chance. Yeah, I mean, at this point you can just go 5 and then 6, I guess, or you can just kill a Magellan to make sure that you're not losing. Yeah, because this doesn't matter. You're already at 10. That's the Kaido, right? So we got what we needed, but it's just a little bit too late. So, GG's. I thought the law was correct, but maybe I could have waited one more turn. It would have been probably better for me to play the Luffy-tarou. So, yeah, GG's. In this match, we're going against Black Yellow Luffy. Wow, I really like this. I actually like this, but I also feel like I need to find like more. Like, these are so good against their blockers later on, but I feel like I need to find more of my big units. We can force the opponent to have to go to 0 themselves, right? So they go to 6 here. Yeah, they're gonna stay at 6, so obviously this is not enabled just yet. I guess we can ramp up. Maybe we force them. Do I want to force them to take that? That seems bad. That seems bad, but I guess the opponent could keep themselves at below 7 for quite a while. I hate the idea of not playing anything this turn though. Guess we'll go like this. So Sabo, double Sabo. I mean, getting rid of those Sabos now is actually really nice because it makes it so the opponent cannot just play them right away on that turn, right? So this is nice now. Now I have a card that I can actually play, which is gonna be Zoro. Okay, Shigen gone. That's cool. Yeah, we'll go like this. And we'll grab the Sanji. We'll just pass. We just have to start developing these big bodies before the opponent gets down to 0 life. And we'll have another law to give us some value. As I say that, the opponent obviously finds the Luffy now, so they can easily get to 0 life. But every time they do that, obviously, right, it's gonna be allowing me to do stuff. Let's go here. I don't think I need 3 Usops. Unfortunately, I'm not able to actually play. I mean, what if the opponent got to A here? I was gonna say, what if we actually play the Usopp and attack everything into this? So that would be 3. So that would leave me with 10, 12. 11, sorry. If you want to give me the double 2K, I'm okay with that. I have to be okay with this, right? If they give me the double 2K here. Okay. Yeah, we'll take that. I mean, the opponent's down to just 5 cards. So even when they get to 0, they're going to be in trouble. So I think now we can start playing this Kaido. And going where we need to be. Opponent's going to go to 10 next turn though, so they can start playing. Like if they have a way to go to 0 here, they'll start playing their Gecko. Okay. But they gave me like a Hiyori and a Makino last turn. So I mean, I guess they could have another one in their hand. Purple Luffy. You get to KO one of these. What if we threaten the? What if we just threaten their leader here? Like if we go for 6, the opponent might be willing to take that 6K hit, and then we just go Kaido and just kill them. I like the 6. I like the 6 because it's forcing a 2K counter, or 2 cards out of the opponent's hand. Yeah, so I like the 6. And again, we still have this Usohachi, so if the opponent goes down to like 0 life at some point, we can just get value. I do have to be a little bit careful, I guess, that I just don't straight up die. So I'm down to give you this one here. Yeah, we'll go for 6 here, forcing a 2K out of your hand. Okay. And then we'll just go like this. And we'll just pass here. Let the opponent have to spend a card here, because that way if they go for like a Gecko, they're gonna have to go Gecko into like a Hiyori. They cannot just go Gecko into 2 babies. So they can get their life, right? But they will have to use Gecko to take one of these 2 lives. Yeah, so this makes their Gecko a bit less efficient. Wait, even if you have a baby Sabo, you need to have 2 baby Sabos here. No, you can only have 1 baby Sabo, which means I can go Usopp and just press your blocker and do my thing. So they will have to use leader, trash a card, baby Sabo, that leaves you with 4 cards. This will be 7. Oh, you know what? If I want to do this, I'm gonna have to protect the life so that I can go to 8 to actually enable this Usopp. So I need to actually enable this Usopp, huh? Opponent has shown me enough 2K counters that I'm feeling good about this. Do I actually feel good about this? Maybe I don't. Maybe I'm kidding. Maybe I don't feel good about this. But then the opponent's still gonna have this Luffy next turn, and they're gonna have this attack here. So we can go what? Like they're at 7. We go to 8. We can go 10, 10. But the 10, 10 feels so easy for them to just get out of. We can stay high behind blockers, go 3, 3. Go 3, 3. Or maybe just one blocker and we just play this Luffy-tarou. One blocker, opponent has 10 down. This an 8k. We can go to 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we have 15 plus a blocker. I think I want to have this Luffy-tarou on the field. Sorry, the account, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 8, sorry, we don't have a 10. They gave me the blocker. So the problem now is that like the opponent will be able to just go, The opponent will be able to go Gecko. They only have one little Sabo though. Okay, they can go Gecko. They only have one little Sabo. They can always trash the life if they want to. 2 attacks. 2 attacks. I mean, 2 attacks with 1 blocker seems safe, right? I was just debating if I wanted to take that last life from their life. So they need to have another baby Sabo. So what they can do, the problem here is that they cannot use the leader ability before they play before they play the Moria, right? So at most they can only have 1 Sabo. And we'll have 2 units on the field. I guess opponent could kill me by attacking for 5s with this guys. No, because I have enough counter. I think I have enough counter. Having this Luffy on the field lets me be able to have another attacker, even if the opponent goes to 9. My concern here is that the opponent's going to go to 9 and also have a life and also have a blocker. So they might have enough cards to just get there. They have shown me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 2Ks. Okay, so they're just going to trash it. So that means that even if they play Gecko now, they won't be able to get to 2 lives. So this is even easier now, because now it's just going to be... Yeah, okay, so this is easier. We go here, here, and here. We obviously want to keep the Usopp, right? To rest the Sabo blocker. So we keep the Usopp to rest the Sabo blocker. Now they can actually have double Sabo blocker though. But that means that they have to trash the little kid from their hand, the little Sabo from their hand, which they have to trash a card anyway. So they could trash little Sabo, play Moria. Nope, it's a Luffy, so they don't have it. If they have double Sabo, they would have been left with just 4 cards. They would have been a 9k, 4 cards, 9k, and a blocker. The most we could have been able to do is, because we have to spend 3 down here, so at least with 5 down, we can put 2 here and then 3 more, so we could have gone at 12 and 11, and they would have definitely survived the 12 and 11. So the fact that this ended up being just 1 little Sabo in their trash is literally what made all the difference here. If the opponent had a second little Sabo, would have been screwed. So here they can go, they are 9, right? So they are 9. If these are all 2Ks, right? They can go to 11, like it's gonna be 5 cards. They can go 11, 13, 15, 17, 19. With 3 done, 5. We put 5 here. So the most I can do is a 15. It just has to be 15, right? No question about it. And if you had the 2K, 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 1K, you get there? Nope. Oh. They needed to have two 2Ks, but I mean, we saw a lot of 2Ks earlier, right? So that gave us a... They had a little sabo... Oh no, they probably just got the little sabo after they cycle with their big sabo. So GG's. In this match, we're going against Black Yellow Luffy. We do have this new Usopp card, by the way, that can actually just get rid of the opponent's stuff, right? What if, honestly, what if we keep this? It can get rid of their blocker, sorry. What if we keep this and we just develop like big body after big body? Like don't take any life, right? Like we just ramp here. We'll just go like this. We'll go for the Sangoro. Like I want to just set it up so that I can just like have this big lives later and just chill. I think I can take this. Okay, so I can ramp here. Honestly, let's ramp here. Let's ramp here and we'll just go to Luffy-tarou, taking me up to 8. At some point, I obviously want to play this law. So we'll go for the Sangoro here. I might just drop Kaido after Kaido, by the way, without actually like using his effect. Unfortunately, for me to get the value from Sangoro, I'm gonna have to attack. I'm gonna have to like attack with him, which gives the opponent the opportunity to kill it. We can go Law here. Let's give them this easy 2K. Like, I do want to attack here. I do want to attack here, so I guess we'll have to just take it. Yeah, we'll have to just say whatever here. And I'm going to play this Law right now. And we're just going to play Kaido's next turn, right? And at this point, I'm just gonna go Kaido, Kaido, Kaido. Maybe I didn't need to attack with the Sangoro, to be honest. Like, the extra card wasn't doing anything for us. The extra card wasn't, like, doing anything crazy for us. This is gonna be, yeah, this is gonna be Rocket Luffy, by the way. If they go Rocket Luffy here, I'm okay with this, right? So if they go Rocket Luffy here, I can go Sangoro into the Kusan. The question here is, do I want to go Kaido? I think we do go Kaido, but again, we don't actually play the Kaido effect. We need to look for like an Usopp. Like we just play Kaido here. I don't care about their Sabo. We just play Kaido just to have a big 10K body in the field. No, there's... okay. The Kusans are kind of annoying. This is only -4, so the opponent will need to have a little bit more to actually get rid of the Kaido. I think we just do the same thing again. I think we just... at this point, I don't think I need the draw from the Sangoro. I think we just go here and just develop these big bodies for when the opponent goes to 0. Okay, so there we go. Now the opponent's going to start going to 0. They will need to have another baby Sabo and another big Sabo in their hand. I guess they can replace this guy. Just gonna be Luffy, Rocket Luffy into this guy, I guess. You need to have another Sabo, man. Okay, they're gonna just kill the first Kaido with the Ice Age. Okay, you still need to have another Sabo, I think. Yeah, I still think you need to have another Sabo here. Because this is not safe. They can go to 9, I guess. No, they don't have another big Sabo. So they're gonna have to just have another Luffy here. They're gonna go Luffy into this guy here. Okay. They do have double blockers, so that is kind of like annoying. But they're letting me attack into this. So the double blocker is a little bit annoying. And they can start going for their Gecko plays next turn. So we go KO 1. And even if we attack for 11, the opponent still has the blocker and blocker. But I think I need to develop this guy. So I think this works. That's a huge hit. That is a huge hit. So now it's important for me to get the opponent down to 0 then. So this is 10, 10 and 11, I guess. Honestly, if the opponent gives me a 2K here, do I want to ramp up? I might need to ramp up though. I probably do need to ramp up. I need to have the Dawn available. So I guess we might as well go 11 twice. Force the block and the life. Or if the opponent gives me 2K, 1K, I'm also okay with that. Okay. So this is still fine with me, because if the opponent goes Gecko, the problem, so the reason that I need to ramp up is because I need to be able to settle for the Usohachi. He needs to have 8 Dawn. We only have 4K counter, which is still should be enough to protect the Kaidos. So you go double Sabo, you go Gecko, and you have 5 Dawn open. This is 3. So we have 7 left, which is gonna be a 14 and a 13. It's not difficult for them to actually beat that. Yeah, it's not gonna be hard for them to beat that actually. Especially with them cycling, so they have all these 2Ks now. Because the 13 is just gonna be 2 2Ks and a 1K. I guess I can keep myself safe-ish by playing blockers. So we're at 8, right? So we can go here, rest the blocker, attack into it with this guy, and still have enough to play Sanji out. But then I'm only attacking for 11 twice. I think I'll take the gamble. I think I'm not beating them this turn, so I think I'm gonna have to just play the Sanji blocker and just buy myself one more turn. But am I even surviving? If they keep the Sabo alive, okay, so the Sabo being dead actually makes it potentially better for me to be able to get there. So now the opponent only has 4 cards, right? So next turn, I think we have, even if the opponent goes double blocker here, which they didn't, so we should be okay. They can go 8, 11, 12. We can go 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, we just lose anyways, huh? 9, 10, 11. I just realized that I don't have enough counters to actually survive the 12k hit. Oh, I didn't do the math. I didn't do the math, man. I didn't do the math. I didn't do the math, guys. I needed another 2k here. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah. An opponent can easily go to 11 here by putting 2 down and having 2 units. Yeah, they got it. Oh, I'm so bad. And you just go for lethal here no matter what, right? They got the double Sabo too, yeah. GG's. This was lethal next turn if I could survive that, because even with the 2 blockers, we have enough 9k attacks that the opponent cannot actually survive anything. I just needed one more 1k, so GG's. So maybe it had to be, no, the Nami wasn't it, because the Nami would have lost to, the Nami would have been able to just get KO by the Rocket Luffy, so GG's. Hey, welcome back everyone. Hope you enjoyed today's games of Luffy and just today's video as well. So that is 3 out of the 6 starter decks already done and showcased. Today is going to be my last day in Hotel Sirturmund, so hopefully the next time you see me I'm going to be home, right? So coming back from a work trip, and thinking the next one I'm going to showcase is going to be Luffy. Obviously we all know that Luffy is kind of the top dog of the meta, so let's showcase it. Let's kind of get it out of the way before we finish up with the Katakuri and the Uta as the last 2. So tomorrow I expect to have that Luffy gameplay. Today's games were pretty straightforward, right? Like again, against Black is all about taking advantage of this Magellan and kind of just making their turns more awkward, right? And against Black Yellow Luffy, honestly, that was a tough matchup. I think you want to have like these bodies develop. Like I kind of did that one game where I just had this Kaidos back to back to back. Opponent just happened to have the one Ice Age, right? I was able to kill the first Kaido. Otherwise, I think they would have been in a lot more trouble. And eventually, once the opponent gets to 0 life, obviously this Usohachi can potentially threaten them, right? So I think you want to like not attack into them. And once the opponent gets to 7 cards, you just drop loss, and then in the meantime you start developing your Luffys and your Kaidos and just getting like this big board presence on the field that the opponent has a hard time dealing with. So anyways, enough about that. I hope that you enjoyed today's games. Again, we're gonna have more videos coming out tomorrow, so if you want to keep up to date with that, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post One Piece videos every single day. You can also find us on Twitch at Sirturmund, stream every now and then, and you can also find us on Discord and Twitter. The links to those are both in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all again tomorrow.